What would you say to someone who's hesitant or they're on the fence about paying out of pocket for this service versus traditional therapy?
I mean, everybody's in their own individual situation. So, and sports are expensive in and of themselves. So, I do also feel like if we're going to pour all the money into the equipment and the club sports and everything else, it's a great investment to pour my money into making sure that he is rehabbed and as strong as he can possibly be to play his sport for injury prevention purposes. I mean, we spend money on a lot of things, and this felt like a really worthwhile thing to put the money into to make sure that he's going to be strong and safe, so that we can, you know, have a great senior season this year.
Yeah.
So, like I said, everybody's got their own individual circumstances and finances and personal things going on, but if you it's like I said, it's a value and it's a different kind of thing that was being offered for us, and I'm thankful that we're able to do it for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so much to be said about just the mindset of being willing to invest in your child's safety, your child's success. But so one thing that I've noticed, especially with how big club sports have become, is there are parents that are, and I'm sensitive to it because, like, for 99% of us, like money's a real thing. Like we need to be careful with it. We're trying to plan for futures. We're trying to budget, whatever. But there are so many people that pour tons of resources into having their kids play in tournaments, play on club teams, and just not always, whether it's a lack of information, which I'm trying to do on the podcast side, or you know, whatever the limitation may be, like we're putting these kids out there so frequently, putting so many miles on their body, but yet not really building the foundation for strength and movement to have them withstand that over the long term. So I think just the way that you and your husband approached it, from my end, was very special because I know it's not an opportunity that everyone can provide or everybody would provide for their child. For someone who's on the fence about like just like doing something different, because what you've kind of said it, what I do is just a little bit different. What's your advice to someone who's on the fence about pursuing something like this for their child?
I mean, if your child is an athlete, I just think it's really invaluable. I mean, traditional outpatient therapy, like you said, is going to restore some strength and stability. But if you're really looking at wanting to get back on the field and looking at things that they're going to need on the field, the dynamic skills that they need, the fall techniques, all of those kind of things, it's just a different model. And we all spend, like I said, sports are super expensive. We spend tons of money on the equipment. Everybody wants to do extra trainings and that you pay for it. This is something, it's the same kind of thing. I mean, but this is something that is for their body and for their safety and their protection. So, I wouldn't have hesitated to do it again. I mean, it's just, I think, a really great way for an athlete to get the rehab that they need.